What's up, footy culture gang? It's you know who we are, Chris, James.
It's you
Jay.
know who we are.
It's you know who we are,
What's up?
It's you know who we are.
Jay and Matt.
You know what else we know?
What?
England are going to win the World Cup.
Oh, well, let's get right into it. England gonna win the World Cup. They qualified for the World Cup, one of the first of the European teams. Harry Kane, brace.
Pen?
Is this a team that we should be taking serious or a little bit overrated?
Definitely a team you should be taking serious come this World Cup. England, as we know, a great team on paper, have a world-class manager in Tommy Tuchel. And Harry Kane just firing on all cylinders. Some say putting up a Ballon d'Or level season already. Plenty of goals scored just in October. And great supporting cast behind him. You know, so who's to say England won't win the World Cup?
Yeah, I mean, they're also doing this without, their best player, right? Obviously, like Jude Bellingham, not called up for this one, still kind of, recovering from that injury, right? And some would say that he's England's best player, right? I would say that, personally.
Based off of what?
Just footballing ability, just importance to the team, just, everything, right? I think it's Jude Bellingham is their best player. And I think, they look pretty solid this qualifying window. But let's be real. The teams they faced weren't the greatest, right?
Hey, it's European qualifiers for you, bro.
Right, but when push comes to shove, right, next year in the World Cup, I think they'll make a run, but I don't think they'll win it.
So what's a run to you?
A run to me? It's a little run, I think they'll make it to. I'm gonna give them the semis. And I think they get knocked out in the pens.
I think that's more than a run, bro.
That's a run. What do you mean? That's a run.
Run's like
Semi
round
is
of
a run.
16, bro.
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean? No, round of 16. That's light. A run is like the semis for a team like England. If you're going on a run, that's the semis.
Sure, bro.
Is it not? What's a run?
I don't know. To me, I think England's a little bit on they're just bullies. They bully small teams and then they come up against a good team.
So you don't think they'll make it to the semifinals?
Nah, I mean they might because
they'll go on a run.
Because it always depends on who you're gonna play.
Yeah,
but they might. I think if they get a good opposition early on, they're getting knocked out.
So who's a good opposition? And don't say Italy.
Like Denmark.
Italy might not.
Like a Denmark.
Denmark are good opposition.
Yeah, they're solid, man.
If they come up against like an Argentina, Spain, I don't know about Germany. They seem like they're a little kind of weak.
No, Germany I think will hammer.
I think they're kind of weak. Like one of the top 5 nations. Like if they come across one of those teams, like France, like those teams.
Even in Norway.
Okay.
Even in Norway, low key.
You reckon?
Yeah, dude, everyone's sleeping on Norway. Why is everyone sleeping on Norway? They're undefeated in qualifiers, right? They don't have an easy group either, right? They scored 23 goals in the qualifiers in 6 games?
More.
3 goals conceded.
Yeah, dude, they're a serious team. People are sleeping on Norway. They got depth in the attacking realm. They have 2 elite young wingers, right? Oscar, Bob, and Nusa on the wings. Come on.
I said elite. Okay.
Elite young. Those are good wingers, man. Those are good young wingers, right? You have obviously the best striker in the world up top, Erling Haaland, but then you also have a couple players that can play off him too, right? You got a Sorloth, right? You have a Strand Larson from Wolves who's been bagging this season too. They got some depth, man. They got, some center backs now as well. The back line's looking a little bit more solid. I think they can make a run. I think Norway can actually make a run, man.
So, like you said with England, a run equals a semifinals. Are Norway making it to the semifinals?
I think so.
Damn.
I think they could, man. I think they're going to be that team that, flies under the radar and they go through and they make a semifinal. Hearts broken in the semifinal, but they made it there. They made it to the semifinal.
So, you're saying they're going to be next year's Morocco, basically?
Yeah, one of those. That dark horse team, like when Iceland did it, when Morocco did it. When Italy almost did it, Italy kind of technically were that dark horse team in the Euros too, but they won it. I think that, when Croatia did it, there's always that dark horse team that kind of sneaks in. This year, next year, it's going to be Norway. It's going to be Norway. All the ingredients are there.
You guys are talking about England being bullies, easy qualification. I saw a video from an English pundit today where he mentioned that since 2000, England have lost only 7 games.
Since 2000?
Yeah. 7
How?
qualification games.
Oh, qualification games.
Qualification games.
So this is not
That's
including
nothing.
tournaments. This is not including tournaments, right?
No.
Yeah, but
And his, but what?
that's easy.
But again, his main kind of rationale was these games there's no struggle for England.
Well, there's no struggle for most like elite teams.
So is that the reason maybe England isn't coming to the climax of these tournaments and getting the dub? Because they're not facing, they're not facing roller coasters of football matches. They're not seeing any struggle throughout the years. Their only point of struggle is that penultimate match when, they're not facing any kind of despair in qualification games, which in turn makes the games boring. They're uneventful. They're treated almost like friendlies. There's no energy around it. There's no intensity.
Maybe.
You guys agree?
No, I don't agree.
So why don't they win tournaments?
They're not good enough.
Why
That's why
aren't
they don't
good
win
enough?
tournaments.
How do you get better?
You got to produce better players, right?
They
Better.
don't have good enough players?
I don't think so, man. I think there's a lot of overrating that's done with a lot of these English players. They have some elite players, don't get me wrong, but there's always been a weakness in the team. Always, right? They've never really had in the last 15 years or so, they've never really had an elite keeper, right? Center backs, they've had a 1-2, decent center backs, but when the rest of the team was solid, other than if you take away that kind of golden generation from the mid 2000s, the last 15 years or so, they've always been missing a piece. They were either missing a striker, right? And then when they had a striker, they were missing defense. When they had the defense, they were missing a goalie. They never had a fully complete team on paper. And I think the other thing that England struggle with, maybe a little bit less now, but all their players are coming from the same league. They're all coming from the same league, the Premier League, and we see it even sometimes in Champions League. That style of football doesn't always translate well against other styles of football. It does really well against that similar style of pace and power, but when that style of football has to come up against a tiki-taka, a more possession-based style, sometimes they struggle. And I think that's what you see in England. All the players are used to playing that same style of football, that English football, but when it comes to playing a more technical style of football, sometimes they struggle.
Yeah,
Sometimes they struggle.
I agree. This is the first time I think he spit facts. But
Damn.
First time.
England is a one-trick pony, and I completely agree with that. Once
their trick?
pace and power is gone, they can't use it, they lose.
Okay, but again, how would they know if that's not good enough? They don't face any struggle in these qualifications.
But can't you say that about pretty much every European team?
That's what I was about to
Which
say.
other
That's
European
what I was
teams
about to say,
face
innit?
struggle in qualification?
Not many.
Sometimes, if they do, it's because they kind of bring it upon themselves, right?
Dude, 7 games
Yeah,
since 2000.
that's honestly that's not hard to believe.
That's 25 years.
Yeah,
many ties, though?
25 years, but what you're playing realistically a decent team in qualifiers, maybe once or twice a year. Probably a lot of ties in there too, like Matt was saying, right? But you're not really playing crazy good teams in qualifiers.
Again, that's still quite impressive. 7 games.
They've also
in
had
25 years.
But they haven't won anything.
Again, but can you really blame? You're mentioning how they're always missing that one piece. Not every team has that. Not all World Cup winning teams have a piece, every single piece of the field. You look at
Yeah.
Brazil 02. Who was the goalie?
I couldn't tell
You
you.
don't
Dito?
know.
Yeah,
Marcos.
Yeah, but the
You look at Italy 06. Who are Italy's wingers?
Camoranesi.
Simone Perotta and Camoranesi. Who?
yeah.
Mauro
Sure,
Sherman?
they look good in retrospect, but who?
But
in a
these
grand
teams
scheme?
were able to overcome that.
You look at 2010.
England
you
can
look at
overcome it.
2010. Who was Spain's left back? Capdevilla.
Yeah,
What
but
a player.
You
England
look at
can overcome that.
2014. You look at 2014. Who was Germany's left back?
Who it is?
Who it is?
What a player. Juve
Not
legend.
a great player in the grand
He
scheme of
is
things.
solid,
Who
man.
started the World Cup final CDM? Christoph Kramer.
Yeah.
2018 World Cup. Laurie, not a great keeper.
Come on, he was solid.
Well,
Yeah,
like you're
put
saying,
some
So was
respect.
Jordan Pickford for England.
this is one or
Yeah.
two players. You don't think a team should overshadow these one or two discrepancies in a team?
100%. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't come down to the discrepancies. That's what I'm trying to say. And you can't really blame goalkeeping for England because Pickford has
Pickford
been a
does his
great
thing.
tournament
Yeah, yeah.
keeper. So
I don't
he's
know.
done his job.
I just think they haven't been able to get on the same page. I think that's the biggest thing. I think like you're saying, a bit of a one-trick pony. Pace, power, and pens. That's it. The 3 Ps. That's England, right? They're not really able to play as a team. And I think that's been the biggest issue from them, even from that previous golden generation. They had all the tools, but no toolbox, right? They weren't able to put it together. We'll see now with Tommy Tuchel if they can kind of get that together, because now they have maybe a little bit more of a tactically sound manager, and maybe they'll actually play some team ball.
Yeah, I mean, the way I look at it, you could say England maybe mentally not very strong, as let's say, German footballers, Spanish footballers, and The only time they lose is when their backs are finally against the wall. Like the last Euro final against Spain. That was the one time they were like in struggle. Like
The whole tournament, you're saying?
yeah, so like their backs are finally against the wall. They don't know what to do because they don't experience that.
Hmm.
The only time England struggle are in these final games, like when they get knocked out. So, you know, if they deal with a little bit of struggle, I think they might perform.
I mean, they struggle on pens too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Other
But
than Kane.
speaking of England, speaking of golden generations, I want to talk about a former player from the England golden generation, Paul Scholes. So Scholes came out with his top 5 midfielders list. And you mentioned before a certain player being the best player for England, in your opinion.
Jude Bellingham.
But according to Scholesy, not the case. So his top 5 midfielders in the world, Pedri, Vitinha, Rodri, McAllister, and Frankie de Jong. Thoughts?
Yeah, what does that have to do with Bellingham?
You
on
said
the
best
list.
player in the world. Yeah, he's not even in
I
his
didn't say
top.
best player in the world. I
Sorry,
said
best player on England. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
not even in the top 5 best midfielders
Yeah,
in the
there's
world.
no English players in the list.
So what does that say?
The English players aren't that good, the midfield. But Bellingham's the best one.
You don't think Jude makes that top 5
In the top 5 he just named?
over like Frankie?
Yeah, no, I if it's on my list. I can't really say anything.
Okay, but
like-
you can disagree.
You can say
Yeah,
something.
it's me-
No, we're not stopping you.
Yeah, me personally, like I would have Jude in that list.
Over who?
But I would also have Frankie de Jong in that list too.
I wouldn't.
So
Can you
take
can
it
you
out.
name the rest of the players again?
Pedri,
Yeah,
Vitinha,
yeah,
Rodri,
yeah.
McAllister,
Yeah.
De Jong.
Maka.
What?
Maka. McAllister.
Why?
I put him 6th. I assume Jude 6th, and I would probably just swap those two.
You assume Jude 6.
Yeah. I assume Jude 6th. I don't know.
You probably forgot about him.
But
Yeah.
we're talking about this year. Is that what you said?
Yeah, when's he
He said
saying
in
it
the
for?
world.
In the
right
world.
now.
Oh, in the world
Right
right, now,
now,
like any given day, like
Tech-
any given Sunday,
Technically, Rodri's on that top 5.
like any given Sunday, if I'm picking a baller to go out, I'm picking Jude Bellingham.
I'm playing Jude over Rodri this year. I don't think he's a better footballer, but due to injuries, obviously, he's over Rodri. I think McAllister kind of took a step down from last year, so I don't know if he makes that top 5.
McAllister's neat. He's
He is neat, but he took a step down from last year, from
Yeah.
what he was.
And I personally love Frankie de Jong, so I'll allow him in that list. But some people will probably have a problem with de Jong being in that list. I personally don't.
I think what's surprising to me is seeing no English midfielders in there and how the English always seem to, rate their own players highly. Not even a right shout in there,
Yeah, nah, Rice overrated still. I think. I guess he's also assuming Joshua Kimmich is a right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that Musiala is like a wing back.
Musiala's a 10 though.
Still midfielder, no?
No, I don't think he's including 10s in there, innit?
What Caicedo?
Nah.
Doesn't sniff the list.
So who's your top 5?
Valverde?
Nah.
Doesn't sniff the list. Doesn't sniff the list for me, man.
So it's a pretty fair list then.
I don't have a problem with the list, right? Like based off of like this season, like Jude's he's taken a little bit of more of a
Hiatus.
back seat, right? Since Mbappe's came. But if you made this list when Jude was top scorer La Liga, right? He probably would have been at the top of the list,
But we're not.
right? But
It's
we're
this
not. We're
year.
making it now. And I mean, based off of recent performances, I don't really have a problem with him like sitting on the outside of the top 5. But I think he's still England's best midfielder.
I agree.
Scholes doesn't seem to think so.
Might
see him
There's
as
no
a-
other English player in the list. See, how do you know? You're just making an
You
assumption.
might see him as a small player.
Who? Jude
Scholes.
Bellingham?
Yeah.
What do you mean? But there's no English player on the list.
Either way, though.
Jude is 6th.
Speaking of small, let's talk about Cabo Verde. Cape Verde
That's crazy.
just become the smallest country by area to ever qualify for the World Cup.
Smaller than Iceland?
So this nation is smaller than 49 of the 50 U.S. states and could have fit into the Soviet Union, the largest country to ever play at the World Cup, 5,554 times. Let's talk about Cabo Verde.
Let's talk about it. Like you mentioned, they're the second smallest population to ever qualify for a World Cup, roughly over 500,000 people. Iceland was the most at around 300,000. I mean, it's fantastic. With the World Cup expanding their number of teams, it allows a small nation like this to give hope to its people, to boost the economy, to give purpose to young footballers in the nation. It's sick. Cabo Verde, they're the third debutant as of the recording of this episode to qualify. Jordan will also be playing in their first World Cup, as well as Uzbekistan. It's going to be fun. I think it's fantastic, obviously. But there's a flip side to this, because do you think it's just that, a small nation like Cape Verde. We're also seeing Faroe Islands potentially on the verge of qualification. Be able to qualify in some ways quicker and more smoothly than big nations such as Italy, who are currently struggling to make what could be their third potential World Cup miss in a row. Is it just that, minnows can qualify depending on what continent they're in? Well, giants like Italy, Sweden, who are near bottom of their group, potentially in a qualifying battle. Is that almost fair?
I think so. I don't have a problem with it. At the end of the day, it's a World Cup, right? I think every area of the world should have the equal opportunity to be represented in the tournament. And I think not for anything, like Italy, they kind of did it to themselves, right? You got hammered by Norway, right? And now you got yourself in the predicament where now you have to maybe go through some extra struggle to qualify. I think the way they have the qualifying setup is fair, right? If you're looking at that group on paper, right? No one expected Norway to be this good, right? So you think, okay, Italy probably cleared that group easily, right? But they didn't, right? And that happens sometimes. But I think it's fair because I think at the end of the day, just because of your history as a nation, the rank of like your league in like top 5 leagues, I don't think that should give you an easier way to the World Cup. I still think you should qualify. You still have to beat the teams. You still got to get the points. At the end of the day, that's what makes football, right? You have to beat who's in front of you, no matter who it is. And that's what Cabo Verde did, right? They beat everybody in front of them. That's what Faroe Islands are doing, right? But that's not what Italy did, right? They lost to Norway. They put it upon themselves, and they gave themselves a little bit of a more difficult way to get there. But they'll still get there in the end.
I don't mind new countries like this getting into the World Cup. I don't want to put this on Italy, like they should get more spots because of Italy. I think maybe Europe should get a couple more spots because that's where football is dominated in Europe, or South America at second. But Italy, let's say Italy came first, then you're not going to have a team like Norway possibly making it that could possibly be a dark horse at the World Cup.
Yeah.
Only the best of the best should be there, no?
Yeah, either way you slice
World
it.
Cup.
You got to beat who you got to beat. That's it.
You got to beat who you got to beat. But if you add that, let's say even one more spot, 2 more spots, and maybe you still get Cape Verde going to this World Cup.
But who are you taking the spots away from?
You take it away from the Jordan or whatever. What?
Why? What did Jordan do?
Because they're going to realistically go to the World Cup,
Yeah.
get killed every single game.
Same thing happened to Italy.
But they won't, though.
You don't know. You literally don't know.
You do know because
don't know.
you expect the game. Like you're going into a Jordan versus... Even like a Jordan versus Ukraine, you're expecting them to lose.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Not at the World Cup, man. You can never expect at the World Cup. Look at Morocco. Nobody thought Morocco were going to make that run.
No, Morocco and Jordan are different. Can you name
I
one
know
player
they're
on
different.
Jordan?
I can't. Doesn't matter, though.
I can name quite a few on Morocco, but...
Michael.
Huh?
Michael.
Who's Michael?
Michael.
Oh,
Jordan.
yeah. He used to play for Stade Rennes. Center half. Yeah.
Okay, well, there's one.
Yeah.
There's one.
That's the one.
But now, like you were saying, like countries can't choose what continent they're from, right? Like this isn't Pangea. Like we're all split up now, right? You can only play where you're from,
Yeah,
so
that's it.
it's only fair, right?
No, 100%. Like, yeah, if you're Jordan, if you're Uzbekistan, also a couple other teams that qualified today, Saudi Arabia and Qatar punched their ticket today.
Good.
Yeah, it's great for them. I mean, from a grand footballing perspective, how does it look that Jordan qualified for the World Cup? And no disrespect to Jordan, by the way, we love our Jordanians. I know there's a couple that watch the pod. How does it look that Jordan qualified for the World Cup and not Italy? It's 4-time world champions.
Well, they'll be there. Like, why you're acting like Italy didn't qualify?
Well,
They're going to qualify.
Like, what's the odds? What are the percentages?
Well, it depends who they play, right? I think technically they can still automatically qualify. There's still 2 more games.
they got to be Norway.
If they win both their games and Norway drops points,
They're not.
right? But it could happen.
So they have to win both games, and another team has to drop points.
Exactly. But it's
But
is it
they
likely?
play Norway again.
Yeah.
I know. But even if they beat Norway, they'd be level on points with Norway. Assuming both teams win, like let's say they win their next game and then Italy beats Norway, they'd be level on points. They beat each other, but Norway have like a much better goal difference.
Yeah, like I read Italy have to win their next game 10-0
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
more.
and then beat Norway 3-0.
Yeah, exactly.
More.
So it's very unlikely, but it could happen, right? Norway could also tie. If Norway tie their next game, then Italy maybe have a little bit of an easier way to go through. They just have to win twice, right? But even then, like even if they finish second, they go into the qualifier, right? They made it a lot harder for themselves.
Guess who the highest percentage?
North Macedonia,
North
baby.
Macedonia.
North Macedonia.
Highest.
Wow.
chance of getting them in the knockouts.
Run it back. Run it back.
I don't think you guys want that smoke.
Not to mention,
back.
not to mention they have a chance of playing Sweden again, like they did in
Oh,
2017.
so both.
Run
yeah.
it back.
Two enigmas for Italy.
I'm not afraid of Sweden.
Who's better now?
Yeah, but remember,
Hmm.
Sweden actually sacked their coach, I think today
Yeah.
or yesterday, John Dow Thomason, who a lot of people thought was, because he's Norwegian,
Mm.
a lot of people thought like he was kind of a spy. That he was-
Conspiring.
yeah, that he was purposely like getting in there, conspiring to, lose games for Sweden, a rival Nordic nation. So apparently now, the potential, I think, U21 coach is in the helm to get promoted there, and Sweden could look very different come next games.
Dude, not for anything. Like people are making a big deal about like Italy not being like top of the group, this and that. But what about Sweden, man? Come on, that Sweden team is way too good to be what 4th place in their group.
They're top heavy.
What do you mean?
That's it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
They have good wingers as well.
Yeah. I said top heavy.
I'm
That's
thinking.
the front of the field.
I'm saying you're playing 4-4-2.
Who's playing 4-4-2?
I'm saying Sweden are playing 4-4-2.
They
right?
play like 4-2-4.
Exactly. But that 2 and that 4 are really, really good.
Not the 2.
And their left back is sick too. The 2's good. What do you mean? Hugo Larsson, Frankfurt, wonder kid. He's very,
yeah,
very
but
talented.
again, Sweden, by some crazy reason, since they did well in their Nations League group, they have basically an automatic bid to the playoffs. So I guess they don't have much motivation to
So maybe that's
beat
what it was.
Kosovo at
Maybe
home.
it was a motivational factor, right?
Either way, the coach got sacked. So
Well, if we're gonna talk about coaches getting sacked, like Italy, Spalletti got sacked, and now Gattuso's in. He hasn't lost a game since. So
Here you go, man. That new manager bounce. Sometimes you need that. You need that manager that's just gonna spank you in the ass to get things going, and that's what Gattuso did. He came in, and he just started spanking everybody.
I think we talked about this last week. Like, an international manager's not necessarily there for tactics.
Nah,
He's there for
fire you up.
to fire you up.
yeah, there's no time to implement tactics.
Yeah.
But there's time to get fired up.
Yeah,
That's what
100%.
Gattuso's doing. He's firing them up all the way to the World Cup final.
And they've got what, like 13 goals in like the past like
Who, Italy?
few
Come
games?
on, man.
Yeah,
At
no,
least-
they've been cooking. But
There
like,
you go, man. Who says they can't score 10 against Moldova?
Hope so, bro.
Eh?
we'll see. Yeah, but yeah, I want to talk about another team, Germany. I talked a little bit about them at the beginning when we talked about England, but they're like narrowly beating all these small teams. Are they lucky to have an easy group?
Everybody has an easy group.
No,
What are you
but
talking
like,
about?
are they lucky to have this easy of a group? Because
Everyone has an easy
they
group.
might not make it out of their group if it was a tad bit harder.
What do you mean a tad bit harder?
They were just second like not that long ago. If they didn't barely come away with a win.
Yeah, who else is in their group that's making it such an easy group?
Northern Ireland, Luxembourg,
Yeah.
Slovakia.
It's not a bad group, man. That's
Pretty
not a
mid.
bad group. It's
Who
not
else?
a bad group. Who else? Is that it?
I
That
don't
could be it. Or maybe one more team.
No,
I
it should
mean,
be like one or two.
Come on.
There's a couple of pesky teams in there though. Slovakia,
get it.
they've been known to cause problems. Slovakia, right, against sometimes bigger teams. Northern Ireland, that's always going to be probably. I guarantee you, Northern Ireland today, or when they played Germany last, they played a 5-4-1.
Oh, it is those 4 teams, by the way. That's it.
Oh yeah, I guarantee they played a 5-4-1, and they were just parking the bus. At the end of the day, I think you don't need to look too much into the score lines and qualifications, because I think sometimes at the end of the day, especially with Germany, I think you have a manager like Nagelsmann who wants to kind of implement his tactics. I think he cares more now about experimenting with the lineup, trying to see what players can fit, what players won't fit, and then making sure he's choosing the best players for the actual World Cup. Because I think when push comes to shove, I think they'll be able to score goals, no problem. I think the bigger thing is they actually look defensively really sound, right? And I know why that's the case,
Why?
right? It's because one of the best center backs in football is back, right, for Germany, right? They finally have their best defender back, and now they're keeping clean sheets.
Jonathan Tah?
Nah. Nico Schlotterbeck's back, baby. And then, so I think that's the big thing, because Germany for the last few years, it's always been defensively. They've been conceding way too many goals, but now they're looking a little bit more solid at the back. Northern Ireland didn't score on them, right? So what do you expect? I think Germany are going to be just fine, man. I don't think they have anything to worry about. They got Nick Woltemate. I'm seeing people on the timeline saying they upgraded their striker. Isak, who? We got Woltemate. They upgraded their striker. People are saying that on the timeline. They upgraded their striker. Thoughts?
I don't think he's gonna score more than Isak did.
Bar's not very high.
Yeah, but Isaac had a couple of seasons to get to that.
Isak
amount of
scored what,
goals.
like 16 goals? How many goals did he score in the Prem?
Was it 16?
It wasn't
Something. That was something around
Maybe
there.
it was 20.
No, you're on the 20s.
Maybe it was 23.
Yeah, it might have been 20 something.
That's
bro.
not that. That's not like.
That's pretty
That's
good.
not unattainable. It's good. It's not unattainable though.
Yeah, but in his first season,
But
you
who's
guys weren't doing
attaining that? I don't know if Nick's doing
Nick
it.
Woltemate.
I don't know if Big Nick's doing it.
Big Nick will do it, man. Nick
I don't know,
Woltemate will
bro.
do it, man. Let him sag the shorts a little bit.
Nah.
Put him on pens.
So, in terms of Germany at this World Cup, what kind of a run do you see them doing?
Honestly,
Since you love runs.
this
I'll let Jay talk about it.
this might be one of those group stage exit, similar to 2018.
Nah,
You've seen it before, right?
And like 2018, the team was way better. So
nah. You guys are tripping.
I think group stage exit, man. You know, there's no like conviction in this Germany team. There's no German engineering, if you will. There's no like Die Mannschaft energy.
No, there is, man.
Ooh,
Nico.
that's it.
And sometimes we mean nah.
Who else?
Nico's
bro?
got
It
that.
can't just be one guy.
I know it can't just be him. He aura farms quite a bit.
Because look, prime Germany. I'm talking Thomas Muller. I'm talking Toni Kroos.
Yeah.
I'm talking, Mats Hummels. I'm talking Sammy Kadir. I'm talking Miro Klose. I'm talking Mario Götze.
But this
Great
is,
player.
This is a young team, man. This is a very young team.
Yeah, but it's not a fun young team. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
you got.
it is.
Nah.
Yeah, but is it a healthy Musiala though?
He's not back yet.
Exactly. Is it gonna be healthy?
Wirtz is 002 for international, man.
He's fine, man. Don't worry about words.
He's trying to match his club record, bro.
They're scoring one goal. They're
Dude,
scoring
this
one
is
goal
a
game.
World Cup year. Florian has to enter that World Cup on good form.
He's got to. He's got to for sure. But worst case, he's not in good form and he's the Joker. He comes on 60 minutes in
Oh,
the
he
game
making me laugh
and he
already.
changes the game, man. He's there with the little one of these ones, the little,
Nah,
the little smile.
He's gonna play the Mario Götze
He's
role.
gonna play the Mario Götze role. He could, and I think they'd be just fine because they have other players there that can create danger. I think this Germany team. You want me to tell them what kind of run they're gonna make?
Tell us.
World Cup final.
What?
World Cup final.
Bro, he says this every year. As much as you guys are
World
on
Cup
Brazil, this guy
final.
says this about Germany. Every
Germany
year.
are making it to the World Cup final.
Give us 2 reasons.
2 reasons.
Yeah.
They have one of the best center backs in football, Nico Schlotterbeck. Best ball playing center back in the world. That's the most important thing in modern day
Can he
football.
defend though?
He can defend just fine.
Yeah.
Man. He can defend just fine. Clean sheets against Northern Ireland. They're back.
Whoa.
And then, dude, I
Potato
think
farmers.
that trio behind Voltemate, I can't find a better trio at the
Who's
World
the
Cup.
trio?
I can't find the trio that's better than them at the World Cup.
Who are
Can't
they?
find either, bro. Who are they?
Florian Wirtz,
I thought he was the
Musiala,
Joker.
and Adeyemi. I can't find a better trio behind my striker at the World Cup. I can't find one.
So Joker's part of that trio?
Joker's part of the trio for now. But I can't find a better trio behind a striker in the World Cup. I'll wait.
You don't think they play Havertz because they love Havertz?
I'll wait.
What are you waiting
Brazil.
for?
Vinny, Rodrigo,
Oh, here we go.
Neymar.
Neymar's not. You just said Neymar's not going to be there.
That's gonna be
and Vinny's
Hendrick.
playing
Might
striker.
be.
Vinny's playing striker. No,
It's gonna be Hendrick.
Okay, you could summon anyone then. Esteval, Cunha.
neither of those guys are better than the trio that I mentioned.
Esteval's better than Adeyemi.
No, he's not.
Yes.
You're cooking, bro.
I'm
He's not
taking
better
him.
than Adeyemi, bro.
I'm taking him every day and twice on
No,
Sunday.
you're not,
Rodrigo's
bro.
better than him. Vinny's better than
Huh?
him.
Who's playing striker? I said give me the
Richarlison,
trio behind the
bro.
striker. Who's
Yeah,
We're
playing
talking
the-
about behind the striker, so it doesn't matter.
behind the striker? Who's playing
It
striker?
doesn't matter who's playing striker. It's
You
not
didn't
part
ask
of
for
the,
that.
that's not the equation.
But who's playing behind the striker? What's the trio behind the striker?
You just
Neymar, Vinny, Rodrigo.
But who's playing striker then?
Doesn't matter.
Rafinha.
Oh, okay. I take the Germans over them. Neymar's got no knees. Vinny's playing striker, so he doesn't count in the trio.
Okay, add Rodrigo or add Rafinha in there.
Nah, I'm taking the Germans.
Anyways, let's highlight another European giant because Cristiano Ronaldo officially became the highest goal scorer in European World Cup qualifying history. Incredible. Meanwhile, though, Portugal tied today
Mhm.
against Hungary.
Hungary, a good team, man.
Hungary are pretty good, but I mean, look, the sportsbooks, especially our favorite FanDuel, has Portugal around 6th or 7th, depending on the day, to win the World Cup. So are they really that favorited? Like, are
they're
they
not
real-
favorited if they're that low,
Are
right?
they really that good though?
Sleeper pick, man.
I just want to say, do they move on from Ronaldo within this World Cup? I know they're
Yeah,
not.
Of course.
I know they're not, but like, do they? And then if they do, who are they building around? João Felix?
There's no better striker than Ronaldo
Yeah,
that they
like
can play.
this is what I'm saying. Like, if you move on from Ronaldo, who are you building around? You can't build a team around João Felix. He sucks.
Well, Goncalo Ramos.
He sucks.
He's not bad, but like
He
it's not
sucks.
Ronaldo. It's
He
not
sucks.
Ronaldo. You know, like it doesn't give you that same fear factor.
Either way, Ronaldo's gonna be there. So
Yeah, it'll be
what's
fine.
the
No, that's
emotion?
I'm trying to say. Like, yes, like people say, oh, Ronaldo holds his team back, and like they're not as good as they should be with Ronaldo. Like they should be better than this. But like if you take out Ronaldo, he put in there. No one.
Literally anyone, bro.
No one's doing the job that
Anyone?
he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, like anybody you put there, the team becomes worse.
Does it,
Yeah.
though?
Like you put Ramos up top, the team is instantly worse.
Didn't he score like a hat trick like last World Cup?
Yeah, it's fine.
And what happened?
That's
in the-
fine.
What
It's
happened
fine.
in
It's
the
kind of
next
hard to
game?
do.
He didn't score anything
He
else
didn't
after
score
that.
anything else.
Tough.
I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know why Portugal are being kind of undervalued by the bookies, but they obviously know something we don't, right? And maybe it's because maybe some of the players are a little overrated, right?
Like
I think like you're seeing a lot of that core team, right? Like a Vitinha, like a João Neves, like a Núñez. Like they did very good in the Nations League because they were coming off like an absolute like barn burner of a season, right? They were going nuts with PSG. They had so much aura, they had so much hype, they had so much confidence. But if they don't have that same season with PSG again, maybe you're not going into the World Cup with that same confidence, right? Maybe Núñez kind of, you know, he flashes back and he remembers when he got cooked by Jadon Sancho in the Champions League semifinal.
World Cup, bro.
And then he kind of reverts back to that left back that can defend, right? Maybe the midfielders kind of fall off a little bit, right? They played elite for that one season, but can they do it again, right?
So
Can they
Núñez
do
going
it
to think
again?
about Sancho. Meanwhile, Sancho has to think about paying back
That's
the
what I'm
madam,
saying,
bro.
right? That's what I'm saying.
I can name like
That's what I'm
almost
saying.
I could name a decent amount of players that are overrated on Portugal.
Go.
Name them.
Felix,
Oh,
Leao,
Won't be starting.
Leao would be
At least
starting.
name some starters.
Leao, Cancelo or Jota, either one. Their goalie.
Jota.
Not Jota. What the hell?
Dalot.
Dalot. Goalie, center back.
Who's
Ruben
goalie?
Ruben Dias, the
No,
guy on Porto.
He's good.
No, Ruben Dias is overrated.
Diogo Costa's good.
Goalie, overrated.
All right, bro.
Ruben Dias, overrated. Who's beside him? The guy on Sporting.
Kali Nash.
Inacio, I never watched much of him, so I'm not gonna say anything. But like, it's a lot of overrated players. It's just names. They have a lot of good names on this team.
Yeah, they may be overrated for club or for country. It's a different animal, bro.
Country their cheeks.
Ah.
Except Nuno Men's the only good player.
And Vitinha.
And Ronaldo. At least Ronaldo's scoring.
Yeah, I think Ronaldo is still like a top 3 player on this team.
He's the most important player in the team.
Because, like, look, Bruno Fernandes never performs for Portugal.
forgot
Bernardo
about Bruno.
Silva always never performs for Portugal. So we got to look at who's really performing. Nuno Mendes, MVP of the Nations League. You could count on him. Who else can you count
Well,
on?
guess what? Ronaldo's last dance. Time to perform.
Well, yeah, they better.
They will.
They better.
They will, bro.
Let's
But
see.
speaking of Ronaldo, set a new record. So Ronaldo has missed the most pens in football history, taken the most pens in football history, and scored the most pens in football history. What does this tell us?
I mean, honestly, it just tells me they have a high usage rate. Like, I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan has, one of the most missed shots of all time, missed field goals, so that just means he has a high usage rate, that he's being trusted to take the shots, to get the touches. So, I mean, if he has all those misses and still roughly 953 goals, doesn't matter to me.
So is he goated for volume or flawed under pressure?
Yeah, but it's elite volume. Again, under pressure. Ronaldo's Mr. Champions League for a reason. I know he doesn't have a knockout stage goal at the World Cup. Not good. Not a good look for me. I'll be honest.
It's pressure, no?
But I would say he's pretty good under pressure for the most part. So
I'll go on to say it. Ronaldo gets his first knockout goal this World Cup.
I hope so, bro.
He gets more than he might get more than one too.
It's gonna be a round of 32, no?
I was gonna say this is why. There's gonna be a lot of teams. He's gonna come across an easy team probably
Yeah, he's
round
gonna
of
play
32.
Uzbekistan, bro.
He's gonna play an easy team. Might stat pad a bit in the knockout stage, and who's gonna say anything? You can't say anything about him anymore.
World Cup. Yeah.
You know?
okay, but speaking about easy teams, let me ask you guys a quick question. Are we more likely to see a team that's never won the World Cup win the next one, or a former winner win again? I mean, because let's look at the panel. Italy might not even make it. Germany, not that good. France, Mbappe's jealous of Dembele. Brazil, not looking good. Only ones that are kind of looking good who have won are Spain. They're looking quite good. Argentina, you know, they're getting old. They still have Messi, but they're
Mhm.
getting old.
Uru-
England can't trust them. Serial chokers.
Uruguay?
Not a contender. So let's look at the facts here, gentlemen. Will we see a non-winner win the next World Cup? Maybe an African nation? Maybe an Asian nation? Maybe a European nation that hasn't won yet, like a Netherlands? Who we thinking? What do you guys think?
Maybe Canada.
Yeah.
Canada.
But nah, if we're being honest, only 8 nations have won the World Cup since it's starting in what, 1930, right? So going by the numbers, it only makes sense that a team that has won it will win it again. But like I like to say, records are meant to be broken, and next year we're gonna see a new winner.
Whoa! Actually, what do you
Is
guys
that the
think?
team that you're wearing?
Nah, no shot. Bro.
What? Hey!
Who is it then?
What are you wearing?
Keep it honest,
For the
bro.
audio listeners.
Oh, I'm wearing a Poland jersey right now, but
Who's winning then?
you guys know my answer,
Netherlands?
man.
Oh, Portugal. Yeah.
Yeah, Portugal, bro.
Yeah.
I got Portugal winning, man.
I-
They're gonna be the 9th nation to ever win a World Cup.
Damn.
They
I
left.
think it would be cool for a new winner to happen in North America, especially if it was an African nation. Imagine the scenes, bro. It'd be nuts. The parties would be crazy. But I do think it's gonna be a repeat winner. I don't see Portugal winning it. I don't see Netherlands winning it. I see the Netherlands doing decent, but I don't see them going all the way.
Norway?
Norway's gonna get knocked out quarters or slash semis.
Wow, you got them going that far.
No, they're a good
Their
team.
first
weird.
World Cup since '98.
They're a good
Weird.
team, man.
They're
They're a
good,
good
man.
team.
Come on.
But we'll see how good they are playing against Italy with Gattuso, I guess. I don't know. I just think that the teams that won it already are too good compared to the teams that haven't won it. You know?
Yeah.
How about you?
Copy and paste what you said. I agree. Like, I think, like, sure, you can get Portugal, you can get Netherlands, you can throw them in there. But, like, if you're putting them in, like, a tier list with, like, the 8 teams that you mentioned of World Cup winners, like, they're probably near the bottom of the tier list.
What about a Croatia, Belgium? I've seen a lot of people on the timeline saying, you know, this Senegal XI could be up there with the best.
They're old.
Nasty. It's a nasty Senegal XI. I'll give you that. But at the same time, like, I think that's the team that's, like, they're poised. They could be poised for a run.
Low-key Ghana have a better
Right.
XI, bro.
Nah, I see everyone on the TL looking at Senegal
They love
XI
Senegal,
saying
innit?
these guys are world class.
Yeah, they said
They're old,
They said
man.
they said it's crazy, but I think like that's a team that's going to go to the quarters.
No.
You know, give me a quarterfinal run for Senegal, but nothing past that.
Their two best
Maybe
players
round
are
of
like
16.
35.
Doesn't matter, man.
Like,
When
what
the World
about
Cup
an
comes-
Ivory Coast who just qualified today, led by Frank Kessie in the midfield?
Yeah, man, what about him, man?
One of my favorite players.
What about it? They
Nah,
tied
they're mid.
Canada. Didn't they tie Canada here?
They're
Where they
mid,
beat them in
man, they're
pens.
mid.
It's not good enough. It's not good
Can
enough.
Colombia win the World Cup?
See,
They
that's a
can't.
team
They
that
can't
could
even
do
beat
decent.
Canada.
We don't know yet.
It's an exhibition match.
They can't even beat Canada.
Canada's a good team. Stop putting disrespect on Canada.
But Canada,
Canada's-
Canada aren't winning the World Cup.
They're not going to win the World Cup. I think Colombia could go far because in World Cup we've seen them perform. They're good at the World Cup. They
But
perform.
didn't you just say, oh, all the best players are old on Senegal? All the best players are old on Colombia.
Okay, let's go by continent. Which South American team will go the farthest in the World Cup?
Argentina.
Brazil.
Come on.
Brazil.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Argentina.
That's crazy. You just got over here on the couch.
Brazil.
Brazil.
Who you
Yeah,
got?
Brazil.
Who you got?
Last week in the live stream couldn't back me up. I got Brazil.
So I'm the only one going Argentina?
I got Argentina.
Well, Matthews didn't
Oh,
go
okay.
yet.
Obviously.
Oh, yeah. What am I
Yeah.
saying? He's not going to go
Reverse,
first.
reverse jinx. Yeah.
Which North American team will go furthest in the World Cup?
Canada,
Come
bro.
on.
Canada.
Canada,
Canada.
bro.
Canada.
We're getting our first point at the World Cup.
I hope so. Bro.
At least.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Canada too, bro.
Canada gonna top their group.
Let's
the group,
go.
Us.
Okay.
Top the group in it.
Bold.
Which European country will go furthest in the World Cup?
So this is where it gets hard.
Germany.
England.
It's probably going to be España just because of how deadly they are right now. But I'm low-key going to say Italy, bruh.
Stop.
Italy, bruh.
Qualify first.
I don't mind. I don't mind. So what are you saying? Italy, Germany final,
No. Germany's not making the final. Skeef.
but Italy are okay.
But Italy are.
Different monster in the World Cup. We haven't seen them in a long time.
Yeah,
for good reason.
We forgot it.
For a great
we forgot
reason.
what they're like in the World Cup without Cameronese. Matthews.
I don't think
Well, I
we
know
forgot.
you're Portugal.
Portugal for me.
Yeah.
Which Asian team will go furthest in the World Cup?
Japan.
Australia.
No, I got Japan. Japan's solid.
Japan are nice. Can't lie. I just want to
Yeah.
be different.
Korea too in it. Korea maybe,
They're too open.
but they're
if-
they're a little old too.
If Son was in his prime, yes. But now they don't have that leader at the front anymore.
Is he still not playing?
Yeah, he is, but
Son?
like he's just kind
Yeah,
of
he's playing.
he's just kind of mid now.
Man, Australia have this low block that could frustrate teams.
Yeah, low block in the World Cup is like that's what you need.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
what you
big
need.
four
what you
in
need.
Aussie. But what's the last continent?
You're right there, bro. It's two more actually. Which African team will go furthest in the World Cup?
Wait, what? Sorry.
Which African team will go furthest in the
okay.
World Cup?
Low-key Tunisia. They're undefeated. in World Cup
Really?
Qualifying.
Name two
Mm.
players.
Can't. I'm a numbers guy.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
Wikipedia.
you got Tunisia.
I got Ghana, bro. Ghana
Ghana.
got a tidy little team.
Give
man.
me 3 players.
Semenyo, Sulamana, and Kudus.
Good team.
Hey, he's right.
Great team,
That's-
actually.
That's neat. That's
Whether
neat.
they have the better Jollof than Nigeria, who knows? man,
Nigeria
but
might struggle to
They got
qualify.
the better football team. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
They're
You think?
struggling to qualify right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Meanwhile, Benin might qualify soon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So.
Me personally, Africa, Algeria.
Oh, I actually forgot. about
Algeria, a little bit of a sleeper team, man. They're a bit of a sleeper team. Qualify for the World Cup. They got some tidy little players there. They're techie. The Algerians are very techie,
Yeah.
right? They're a techie nation, and they got Ben Sebaini, the back. It's my boy. I like
Oh,
Algeria, man.
I think I'm gonna go for Morocco again. I think they have the same set of players. Hakimi's that much better now. I don't know. I think they'll do decent. I think the best out of all the African teams.
This is a North African World Cup then.
Mm,
Egypt qualified,
mm.
Tunisia qualified, Morocco qualified,
Algeria, I think, qualified
just
today,
need
right?
Libya.
Is
Yeah.
it South
Oh,
Africa might qualify too?
They
I
did.
think.
Oh,
They already
done.
have Bafana
Oh,
Bafana.
They did, right?
Mm.
Matthew Booth, one of my favorite players growing up.
What are you laughing at?
That's all the continents, right?
I think so. Did we
Yeah.
miss one?
Didn't you have something you wanted to talk about though? You wanted to ask us a couple questions. I remember we were talking about before the pod.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did, sir. So obviously,
He's like, yeah, I got this.
I got this. You know, international break is all fun and games, right? It's all fun and games. World Cup's coming, qualifiers, yada, yada, yada. But let's be real. Club football is back this weekend. So is the Premier League, right? And we know what the Premier League is all about, goals. I want you three gentlemen, you guys got to work as a team. I want you to guess the top 5 players, not strikers, that are most likely to score this Premier League match day.
You know what? I'm gonna go for a bit of an easy shot. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take this one off the board for us. I'll get us going. Erling Haaland.
That's so weak. That's so weak that you started with that, man. That's so weak. But Haaland, number 1 at minus 160.
Okay. Number 2, I got Voltamade.
Voltamate, hey, man. As much as I love him, not on the list.
Wow.
He's underrated by the bookies.
Is William Estevao on the list?
Julian Estevao is on the list in your dreams, brother.
Damn.
He's on the list in your dreams. He's definitely not in the top 5, and he's definitely not better than Adiemi.
Okay, guys, how you have to get this all for us? You have to get this off the board. Mo Salah.
Mo Salah is on the list. Number 3. Mo Salah minus 110 for man like Mo.
Give me a cheeky Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes, tough matchup this weekend, so he's not on the list.
Oh, he loves a good pen though.
Ooh,
Not on the list.
is Ekitike on the list?
Hugo Ekitike, he is on the list. Number 4, plus 110 for Hugo this weekend.
Just get it.
Give me another Liverpool striker, Alexander Isak.
Alexander Isak, he is on the list. Number 2, minus 115 for the big Swede.
Damn, it's just all Liverpool players.
Okay, okay. Like, give us a hint. Come on.
Big Swede.
Another one. Oh, yo.
Talking about
Is Yo-
Kulusevski?
Is Yo Quedes on the list? Victor.
Oh,
Victor Gyökeres, he is on the list. Number 5 at plus 120 to bag this weekend for the Gunners.
this guy with this
Number
fake-
5, man. Number 5 for Gyökeres.
Is that the whole list?
That's the whole list, man. You guys cleared the list.
Easy.
Killed it.
You guys, it's easy.
You
Not
know,
on my list.
It's easy.
Low key, I might parlay all those together on FanDuel
Yeah. So,
anytime.
so you think United are holding 3 against the pool?
That'd be some nice odds, I gotta say.
Yeah.
That'd be
They
some
low key
insane-
might.
You might have
That'd be
to.
some
You
insane
might
odds.
have to run it up. But yeah, Premier League is back this weekend for all the Premier League enjoyers. Rejoice! But I'm just happy that my beloved Dortmund is back this weekend, and we're gonna beat Bayern Munich.
They're a classicer. I mean, all our teams are back, you know. International football, I'm gonna miss it. I'm a big fan. It's my favorite time of the year. It'll be back in November, and then not until March after November, which sucks. But with that said, I had the opportunity to share it with you guys and the dialogue that we had right now, and it means everything to me. So thank you guys, and thank you listeners for joining us with this dialogue, because you guys are just as a part of the conversation as we are. So keep showing love, because we love you guys. Thank you.
Si, senor. You know who we are.
Good culture, man.
By the couch, man.
And with that,
See ya.
we out.
Peace.
Like and subscribe.